Amazing Life Planners, and today I am going to be showing you guys the inside of my current planner setup. So if you are in my Facebook group, Got Planner Piece, I briefly walked you guys through my planner earlier in the year, and I was like, I got 13 tabs, 13 sections in my planner, and everybody was like, what? Yes, well, I have kind of revamped my planner and my planning system, and now it kind of flows a little bit better. I still do have 13 sections in this planner. That's the reason why she's looking a little chunky. She's a chunky girl, but super necessary to have all of these dividers or sections right now. So So here in this planner, I am a catch-all kind of planner girl. I only use one planner currently. Back in the day, I used to use like over 7 planners. Like every life category had its own planner. I really don't have time for that. I kind of need for all of my stuff to be in one planner. So that's one of the reasons why I have so many sections in this planner. And also, I really love to simplify everything. So I really love to, I'm an overthinker, so I need space to kind of write things down. So this is my current planner, and all of these inserts you'll be able to find in my shop at CharAmazingLifePlanners.com. And this cover is from my new spring collection. And so I super love this cover. It's just so, I love it. All right, so let's get into my current planner setup. So before we dive into that, this little page divider thing here, and then all of the dividers that you see, I actually got from Fancy Plans Co. So you can visit her site and you can find the dividers there. This is a classic size planner, so it's like 7 by 9.25 inches. So, right. So, yes. So there's technically 13 sections in this planner right now, and then it's broken down by 2 big sections. So the first section is my planning section, and then the last section in the back is for journaling. Okay, so I start off with my table of contents. I just really love looking to just at a glance to see what's actually in this planner, what I'm packing in this planner currently. So this kind of helps me look at a glance of everything that I've got going on in here. And then it also helps Planner Husband too. So most of the time he's looking for the budget so he can easily find it. He knows it's in this planner because like I said, once upon a time I used to have a lot of planners, but he can open it up, boom, all right, she does keep the budgeting stuff in here, and he can just go to that section, find that tab, and he's good to go with that. So here on the table of contents, you only do see 12 sections, but there's 13 sections, and I'm counting the section before this tab as a section, and it's really just yearly planning, just the front of the stuff in your planner. So next I have future planning at a glance, and so it's double-sided. So on the first side I use this side for personal stuff, and then the second side I use this for business stuff. I've had to revamp this future planning at a glance because back in March, Planner Husband and I found out that we are expecting baby number 5, and then just last week we found out that baby number 5 is actually a girl. For those of you who don't know me, I am also yes, I create planners. I'm the owner of Char Amazing Life Planners, but I'm also a homeschool mom and a boy mom of 4 boys. So our 5th baby being a baby girl it's totally a big deal. All right, so I've had to kind of revamp these things, so this is the reason why this kind of looks a little empty. because my due date is in November, so I'm reworking a lot of things that I'm doing in my business right now. So next I have my routines at a glance. And so I'm trying to be more, get my life together, you know. There's just some things that I want to get done, and having it in, you know, a routine form really does help me make sure that I'm doing the things that I really want to do. And then on the back, I just have some memorable things that have already happened at the beginning of the year. So this is really cool to kind of look and glance and see it. All right, so the first tab section we have is my weekly schedule. And so in my weekly schedule, I am using the vertical box line inserts from my shop. I really love this because it allows me to break down 3 different sections of the day. So I like to use the first half, the first box, that's like a to-do, the most important things that I need to get done, then work stuff, business related stuff, and then what are we eating. Because again, I'm a homeschool mom, and you know, I work at home, it's really important for me to know, like, what are we eating? Because if I don't know what we're eating, my day is kind of like thrown off. And so I'd like to, normally I would keep 3 months at a time in my CatchAll Planner, but because she's so chunky, I'm just using 2 months at a time in this planner currently. The next section is my weekly tasks. So I really love having just a place for me to write down some weekly tasks, and I use this for in my business, I use it for personal wise, just all of that things, because you can never have too many like little cool checklists in your planner. Next, I have my daily schedule, and so I am a daily planner type of chick too, so I really like having the weekly spread there, and then having the daily planner allows me to go a little bit more depth into my day than, you know, just having like a weekly spread that you kind of just look at a glance. So because if you go ahead and assign the task to a time, you're more likely to do it. So I love having a daily planner in the rotation of my CatchAll Planner. The next section I have are my trackers. And so here I have a monthly habit tracker. There's just a few things that I want to set up for the different months, and I think this is a really cool way to kind of keep track of that there. And then I have a daily routine tracker as well that breaks down the different time frames of the day. So you have morning routine, midday routine, evening routine, and night routine. And so not in this planner, but in my shop, I also have a weekly routine tracker as well. So if you want to do monthly habit tracking, weekly routine tracking, and daily routine, those inserts are there available for you. Okay, the next section is my homeschool section. And so here I would have my learning day routine tracker here, just day by day of what we're doing. And then I have my monthly attendance here, and then a grade tracker at a glance for my kiddos there. And then when you get to like homeschool, business, content planning, budget planning, that's where you'll find the planning kits. And so in my shop, I have it kind of broken down by the different kits that you can get. They're monthly kits, they're undated. So you can use this to build out your own catch-all planner, or if you just want a homeschool planner, you can just have 12 months of the homeschool planning kits here. And then I have all of the months listed here, so you can just highlight whatever month you're on for, whatever month it is. So in the homeschool planning kit, you have your learning plan at a glance. That's your monthly calendar here. You have a place to list out your monthly learning objectives and your weekly learning objectives, a place for your reading list, your materials list, and then here it says weekly curriculum tracker, but I've actually updated this page to say weekly lesson tracker, so you can kind of track your own lessons, by the subject here. And so here we're on our summer break, our summer learning schedule, so it's not really jam-packed with all the subjects because we're taking it kind of light for the summer. All right, so the next section I have is my project section. And so there's so many different projects that I want to do in my home and then like in my business that I just needed a place to be able to kind of just write it out, because I know me, like if I don't have like everything written out or everything planned out, that project isn't going to get done and it's just going to eat at me and eat at me. So this is why I created this particular insert. So you've got the project name, the purpose, the action steps, the supplies you'll need, the challenges that may come up, maybe like time frame, or maybe the materials are on back order or something like that, and then a little note section there. So I thought that was pretty cool, because like I said, I always have so many different projects that I want to get done, but I don't ever like write them out, so I don't ever start them. Alright, so the next section is my business section. So I'm going to show you a blank section because I have a few things written out and going on in my business planning section. So of course you have your business planning at a glance, the monthly view here, a place for you to set your business goals before you dive into anything in your business. So your sale goals, profit goals, customer goals, marketing goals, action steps to achieve some of those goals, new products and new SOPs. And with new SOPs, these are just the SOPs that you may need to write out, put together, or maybe you need to look over or, revamp them. And next you have the weekly business planning. It's like a breakdown for the week. So you've got your admin tasks, product planning, marketing planning, and customer relations. I am a Monday start type of girl, so all of my inserts do start at Monday. And so in the business planning kit, you do have 5 pages of the weekly business planning to, of course, represent 5 weeks. So next you have a simple budget plan for your business expenses and just everything here. Then you have a place to keep track of your product inventory, product planning, sales tracker, open order tracker, and content planning here. And then social media planning, and this is just a place for you to keep up with your current followers, your follower goal, and then down here your social media posting schedule. You can kind of use this 2 different ways. Like you can use this to, if you're gonna do like theme days, like maybe like on Monday is when you send out new release emails, Tuesday is tech Tuesday tip or something like that. You can use it that way, or you can just use this for a good time. What are the best time to post your social media content. So maybe on Wednesdays, the best time to post is 8 a.m. or something like that, but you can keep track of that. But of course, with this being in your CatchAll planner or your planner, you make these inserts work for you. Okay, so the next section is my content planning section. Briefly, there's one page of content planning in the business planner. So if you didn't want to have like the whole content planning, planning kit, you still have a place for it in your business, in the business section. So I'm gonna show you guys a blank one because I do have some things going on with that. Okay, again, you have the content planning at a glance. Then you have the area for brainstorm. So what I really love to do is, before I do anything, I love to do like brainstorm, brain dump type of things here. So it's a good idea to write down content topic or a title. What type of content is it? Is it a blog, a video, just a post? The date you plan to schedule it out or put it out there, and then you just come back and check mark it. It's so satisfying when you can like check, use a check mark. Next, and then of course a note section to kind of write out some notes. Then you have your weekly content planning, again broken down by the week, and you can have plan out your email, your social media, your groups, or YouTube. And so if these groups don't work for you, get you a cute little sticker, cover that, and then use whatever header you want to use with that. But I think it's just really cool just to have this at a glance, to kind of get everything kind of scheduled out by the week. And then of course there's 5 pages of these pages, and then you have your content outline that's included in the content planning kit. So you have an area, the draft date, your published date, the topic, the media type, description, posting info, call to action, because every piece of content you create should have some type of call to action. Photos and graphic ideas. So like if it's National Honey Day, maybe the photo or graphics that you want to use is like Winnie the Pooh or the honeybee, or anything like that. And then there's an area down here for you to kind of write out a little script, so when you get ready to, if you're making a reel or a video or something, you have something to kind of go for, and you're not just like, what am I talking about? So I thought that was pretty cool to include in this content planning kit. The next section I have on my planner is my budgeting section. I think this is blank. Okay, we can show this. All right, so when you get to the budgeting section, you have the monthly overview. So I can keep and check my checking account balances and imbalances, savings, same thing, financial goals, monthly totals, a checklist, and then I really love the weekly finance breakdown. I think it's really cool to kind of see weekly what's going in and what's going out, and what are we saving, kind of like broken down like that. Next, you have a monthly budget plan here, a budget plan all at a glance, somewhere for you to keep your income, whatever comes in, your fixed expenses, other expenses, snowball debts, savings, and then you can kind of put all these totals together and kind of see if you're in the red, or are you maintaining, like where's your money going, and all that kind of stuff like that. And then next, you have your monthly bill calendar here. This is a great place for you just to write out when your bills are due. And then here is a monthly bill overview. Simple stuff. I feel that budgeting should be super simple. It shouldn't be complicated. You should know exactly what bills you have. Super simple stuff, right? So bills here, the due date, the amount due, and then the amount paid. um, Next, you have your bill tracker per income source and expense tracker per paycheck. And so these inserts really work well if you are doing a zero base budget type of budgeting. And zero based budgeting is basically wherein you have your paycheck and you assign every dollar amount and cent to something. So because honestly, your money's either going to be going towards a bill or it's going to be going towards expenses. So you can, and for, if you're going to take out money to put in your savings, you can either include that as a bill or expense. It doesn't matter which one you include it. Just make sure you do include it in here. So you have a few pages of that so you can kind of keep track of it. So if you get paid weekly, there's enough pages in here for you to keep track of that weekly. If you're a business owner and you get paid like maybe you got paid this week but you didn't get paid the next week, but you got paid that week, you can kind of combine and then kind of work it that way too. So this really helps me keep track of where our money is going. I know exactly how much money is coming in. I know where we're paying and just all of that. So it's really simple budgeting, really easy to do, and not finances isn't a stressful thing. And then we come to this section. Oh, and then I have a note section because you never have too many notes in your planner. So a note section is definitely needed. And so next I come to the second half of the of my planning system, which is my journaling section. And there's only two sections here, wellness and faith. And so right now it's just note pages back here. And so I'm reading a couple of books. Some of them deal with wellness and then some of them deal with faith. And then I like to come back here and jot down some things that may have stood out to me, some scriptures that may have stood out to me in my devotion, and I kind of just jot it down and kind of work with that way. So that is my catch-all planner in a glance breakdown here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Absolutely. Invite some Planner Besties to kind of tune in as well. And then check back to this channel because I'm going to be doing some more videos kind of showing you guys how I do my weekly planning, my daily planning, how I use my trackers, how I homeschool, and all of the great planning things like that. So until next time, I'm Char, and I will talk to all of my Planner Besties a little later. Bye.